The science behind being a weirdo.
Waka.
Wait, is that Mark Zuckerberg? Why is Mark Zuckerberg talking about this? What?
If you take 100 people and ask them to imagine a weirdo, 95.4% of them will imagine a man. But what actually makes someone creepy? To make sure you're not perceived as a weirdo.
Oh, dude, I can't handle these fucking clips, man. It gives me like heartburn. It gives me like a heartache.
So I've analyzed 3 of the weirdest figures of all time. Case 1. Mark Zuckerberg. Let's analyze this viral clip with Mark and Theo Von.
You drink coffee, man, or no?
Nah.
Me neither. I don't drink coffee as
Really?
well.
Yeah.
I mean, you've had it.
Okay, like continue the conversation. Shit. So you've never had coffee? No. Okay, like expound a little bit. Damn.
I have.
By the way, this is exactly how you're supposed to talk in a USA visa interview. FYI, didn't know that. Used to yap, and the lawyer told me not to do that. And I had to learn how to shut up and answer direct, saying no. Yes, yes, soon, yes. Like being a robot.
Sometimes on vacation, I'll drink it recreationally. It's like every once in a while.
You see, the prime
Why did he answer like that?
factor that makes Mark seem weird in this video is his unusual nonverbal behavior.
Maybe he's just autistic. Damn, bro. Like, I don't think he's weird. I just think that it's like very like, I don't think I wouldn't say the word weird. I would just say like, that's a little bit odd. Oh.
Nods no while saying yes, he laughs when there's nothing to laugh about, and he keeps his hands tense during a chill conversation.
13
The
months.
body language misalignment makes you look unpredictable. And as proven in this 20-
See, this is the reason why I don't use big words, guys. See? It's not because I don't know it. It's because I just don't see a reason to use
16
it.
study, unpredictability is
Indubitably.
seen as creepy by the human brain. It's one thing to see your friend laughing heavily after a joke, and it's another to see a stranger do that while approaching you. You don't know what's really happening in their head. Now, another thing that made that interaction weird
I think what makes somebody weird personally is when they don't respect boundaries and they just automatically think it's okay to do this and do that or whatever. Like they lack a idea of boundaries. I think that's odd. Like if somebody were just to follow me and while walking, okay, you're fucking weird. The fuck? Or like just things that are like just lack of awareness, maybe like that. Like that's like weird as well. I don't really give a fuck about people talking weird. That's something that I just personally don't mind. Maybe it's because I'm a computer science student, so that's just my normal. No, I'm so serious. It's like actually like the normality. Like I don't find that weird. That's how majority of people I know talk during uni. So it's not weird.
was the awkward silence. Think about it. In that scene, Theo Von gave Mark 3 hints to open up.
You drink coffee, man, or no? Really? I mean, you've had it.
But what Mark experienced is called the conversation paradox. Normally, it's almost impossible to experience awkward silence when you talk to a friend or a family member. Why? Because your brain will just spit out everything you think. But when you're nervous, your brain will stop you from sharing more details because it
Damn, have I never been nervous before on stream? What the fuck is going on?
thinks the other person isn't interested. All that awkward silence could have been avoided if Mark would have just expressed how he felt.
You drink coffee, man, or no?
Sometimes on vacation, I'll drink it recreationally. It's like every once in a while.
It's like a lizard trying to be human sometimes, I swear.
Later in the interview, when this happened, Mark suddenly snapped and started to behave like a normal dude again. Sometimes
Oh, he was just nervous.
acting
Aww.
weird appears when you get stuck in your own head.
Right.
So instead of
Like you're overthinking everything.
focusing on yourself, try to simply just listen to the other person. Now, this Mark right here is actually the cool and improved version of the OG that we all recognize. But why was he considered weird in the first place? Besides unusual
he just
body
didn't know how to
language and
act.
unpredictability, creepiness can also be associated with weird occupations and hobbies. The old Mark looked like he was only interested
What is the number one? A taxi driver. Why would that be creepy? What? A guard, a janitor, garbage collector. Why would that be weird? What? Computer software engineer. Yeah, fair.
associated with weird occupations and hobbies. The old Mark looked like he was only interested in business and stealing your data. The new Mark does surf, jujitsu, and he's even a bit more interested in his social appearance. Plus, the pale skin, thin eyebrows, and short hair made him look like a robot.
He just didn't give a shit about how you look, but like, I don't think that's automatically just like a weird assumption.
Very low facial contrast makes it.
It's just the way that he moved. If he didn't change the way he looks right now, but he better up his conversational skills and stuff like that, I don't think anybody would care.
Hard for us to read his emotions. And when you can't read someone's emotions, you can't predict their reactions. But it's better to talk more about looks and...
I've talked to a few people that are like this. It's really hard. It's really hard. As somebody who's like already struggling to even make a conversation in real life, and you're with somebody who stonewalls you, like you're trying to make conversation, they go like, yeah, no, okay. Ooh.
Case 2. Michael Jackson. Mike's only mistake is that he tried to aim beyond perfection, yet human perfection can't be reached via surgeries. You see, in 2011, it was proven that our brains see average facial features as more attractive. Counterintuitive, right?
I saw this one photo of Michael Jackson that really fucked me up. I saw on Twitter scrolling, and it was him like holding a child or something, but his face was like pure powder or something like that. And it freaked me out for some reason. I was like, whoa, what the fuck?
Well, not really. You see, over the centuries, our brains had to develop a method to identify which individuals were infected with viruses, bacteria, and parasites in order to keep our distance from them.
No, it wasn't the vertigo. I think it was just him having body dysmorphia and getting nose jobs after no. It's like a literal clavicular moment.
Now, what most of these infections have in common is that they make people look sick and even modify some of their facial features. That's why when our brains see a person like Michael with unusually inexpressive eyes, very pale skin, weird colored mouth, and very hollow cheeks, it automatically thinks that he is sick and we should keep our distance from him, even though our conscious mind knows that this is not the case. Now, up to a point, these
Oh man, it's so sad. I think a surgeon or any doctor should lose their license if they're saying yes to a patient that obviously has body dysmorphia. I think you should genuinely lose your license. On God, am I crazy for that? I just genuinely don't think it's right morally, and I don't think it should genuinely be in the law.
modifications can be just seen as weird or ugly, but when they reach a point where the face doesn't look fully human anymore, it taps into
Like the doctor should have 100% said no to clavicular. 100%, he did not need a nose job, he was fine, and he just ruined his face for zero reason.
Psychological phenomenon called the uncanny valley effect. Basically, we fear things that look nearly human more than stuff that are clearly not human. Now, unfortunately for the king of pop, he inflicted these changes via surgeries, some say because of his childhood trauma. But the average human? Well, if you take a peek at the studies, you'll see that most of the physical aspects that make you look
Person stood too close to your friend? What the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me? A person stood too close to his friend? That's an issue? Oh, like the person is just too, like actually, oh, okay. Not a stranger in a photo. Okay. I thought it was like somebody else and you're like looking at the crowd and you're seeing like people like close to your friend and you're just like, what a weirdo. The person that has greasy hair, peculiar smile, bulging eyes, what? In Asia, people love long fingers because it looks more like prettier or something like that. Unkept hair, very pale skin. Wow. Asia people love that shit as well. Person had bags under his okay, what the fuck? That's insane. The person was oddly dressed. What do you mean by oddly dressed? The person licks his or her lips frequently. The person was wearing dirty clothes. The person laughed at unpredictable The person made it nearly impossible for your friends to leave the conversation with any. Wow, that's not the number one? What the fuck?
Weird or creepy are linked to poor personal hygiene and poor general health, so they can be fixed by simply taking more care of yourself. Case 3. Albert Einstein. The living embodiment of a mad scientist. But Einstein's weirdness didn't start here. It started here. When he was a kid, his parents Herman and Pauline understood that their child is not quite like the others. He avoided the other kids, always wanted to play alone, and never spoke a full sentence up until the age of 3 to 4 years old.
Oh.
Now the story goes that his first sentence surprisingly came at a dinner table. The soup is too hot. His Parents were shocked and even asked why he never said anything before. Up to now, everything has been just fine. Their hearts were relieved. Their kid was finally just like the others. They could not be more wrong. As a kid, he developed a condition named echolalia, meaning that he used to repeat certain phrases to himself.
Oh my god, I saw this on a TikTok that made me like, oh my god, oh wow, interesting.
2 or 3 times in a row. Then he became obsessed with compasses, started to cause problems at school, and even started a no wearing socks rule as a teenager. All of his
fungus.
life, Albert tried to fit in, yet everyone saw him as a weirdo. So as a young adult, he changed his approach. He abandoned these social norms completely, started to grow messy hair, and completely accepted his weirdness. In a world full of classy scientists, he did.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that's aura farming, because like he did look like you spot him out so easily. You can literally see him so easily. Like he's like kind of aura farming with
used to
that.
be the weird, witty one, and ended up being loved for that. Now, Einstein's successful transformation can be explained by a 2011 study, which basically says, if you do something weird but you show embarrassment or admit—
No. Everything matters with confidence. I'm so serious. You can look like the hottest person in the room just because you have confidence. It's all about confidence. Like, even if you might not be like attractive or something, like normally to normal people or whatever, the moment that you show confidence or something, but not ego confidence, but like confidence isn't like, you know what I mean? Like you're just like, you're having fun.
what you did was weird, people see that you understand social norms. That self-awareness makes you appear more pro-social and trustworthy. On the other hand, if you do something weird and act as if it's totally normal or pretend nothing happened, it suggests you don't understand social norms.
Alinity came up to me at a party once and said, "You're so funny, you remind me of myself if I didn't care about anything." Oh.
Which can make you seem weird. Now, the quickest way to understand these social norms within a group is to learn how to read people using science.
Jesus, what a video. I died. My voice fucking hurts.